Before being charged with an actual pandemic response, the agency will be placing you in a simulated scenario to ensure you are familiar and comfortable with the research facilities here. As for the simulation itself, the scenario will be of an unknown bacterial outbreak that has been spreading throughout Singapore and has been detected in other Southeast Asian cities. Due to the gravity and the rapid spread of the outbreak, the Pandemic Response Agency has begun overseeing efforts to avoid a regional pandemic as the risk for international spread arises. Now on to the situation presented. The Ministry of Health of Singapore has already shared its initial findings, and as more information is obtained, it will be shared with you as the lead researcher on this case. Please turn your attention to the monitor for the digital copy of this report. Preliminary investigations are narrowing down on the metaphorical ground zero for this infection. The district has already been closed off, but the spread is ongoing. The means of spread is assumed to be through contact, as virtually all patients demonstrated fluid-based symptoms such as diarrhea and vomiting. Lack of proper hygiene could promote the spread of these infectious fluids. Within a few days, large populations had contracted this infection and were displaying symptoms within the dense metropolitan area. Initial surveying of hospital records showed us that the general symptoms were diarrhea, nausea, and cramping. Based on this early collection of facts, the bacteria was narrowed down to 4 possible species common to the area and present in the library for reference. A stool sample of one of the infected patients was collected and arrived at the station before we began this briefing. If you turn your attention to the logic board, the list of symptoms can now be added to it. As you progress through the tests and receive more data, this board will serve as a place to store information and keep track of your progress. The library will also contain the details on the possible bacteria strains and other information you might need to reference, such as experimental procedures. From here on, your simulation begins, and time is of the essence to identify the exact strain of bacteria for a treatment to be safely developed.